The latest on accusations against Governor Greitens, including a new statement from the governor's lawyer.
And more winter weather knocking on mid-Missouri's door. What to expect? Here's what's happening right now. We're following two major stories. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jem Reek.
And I'm Emily Spain. We'll get to the ongoing fallout and accusations against Governor Greitens in just a minute. But first, we're keeping a close eye tonight on weather in mid-Missouri.
We have team coverage. KOMU-8's Kenton Jawicki is here with the latest forecast. Weathercaster Matt Beckwith is live in Storm Patrol 8 checking the roads and highways. And KOMU-8's Edward Redler is looking at how crews are working on the roads. Let's first start with Kenton. Hey, Kenton.
Hey guys, thank you very much. Yeah, we do have this winter weather advisory still in effect, just exited for a few counties there at 6 p.m. But the rest of us in this map here, that's going until midnight tonight, as you can see. And that's just for the potential for some icy roads. So let's talk about what that actually means for us. So we have this satellite and radar, some rain rolling through early this morning, heading into the afternoon as well. And then everything changing over into a little bit of freezing rain, but then right into some freezing sleet, which is just ice pellets, and then some snow flurries as well. You can see that right here going from Columbia diagonally down through Morgan County, and even some flurries or light sleet up towards Moberly as well. So really all this is going to do is continue to make the roads wet, which is really not what we want. Because if look at these temperatures, we're definitely below freezing in the 20s, 21 in Columbia, 23 in Jefferson City, feeling with the wind chill like 6 degrees in Columbia and 2 up in Moberly already. It's very cold out there. Winds around 18 miles an hour. That's why that wind chill is so much lower, as you can see. And then if we look at what you're going to watch for, so this is kind of a look at what we're expecting overnight tonight. So these sleet and flurries, again, that's not going to accumulate too much, but it will continue to make our roads wet. That's not something we want because our ground temperatures are now going below freezing. Columbia's ground temperature is just about to that freezing mark. So I do expecting some of this glaze to start to form over here pretty soon, creating some black ice, which then, of course, could continue overnight. And even for the morning commute tomorrow, you're going to want to watch out for that because anything that forms tonight on wet and untreated roads will likely not melt by the morning commute. So you want to watch out for that. But I do think the majority of major roads by the morning commute should be okay. They should be treated and should be good to go there. But you're going to want to watch out for that black ice. Now, looking at our wet roads and kind of comparing the difference between our main roads and our local roads, we have weathercaster Matt Beckwith. He's out in Storm Patrol 8. Matt, are you seeing any difference right now on roads out there?
And Kenton, the difference that we're seeing on those secondary streets and those main roads right now is treatment. Other than that, the roads are all wet. And as you mentioned, that is a concern that we're going to have throughout the overnight hours. We've seen sleet off and on for almost 2.5 hours now, and that's making those roadways a little more wet, and that has the potential to freeze as we go throughout the overnight hours, as those temperatures are definitely on well below freezing now. Those ground temperatures are still a little above freezing, but they are starting to fall off. At last check, they were about 33, 34 degrees, so they are going to continue to drop throughout the overnight hours. Now, as I mentioned, those roadways are wet. We're going to continue to watch the roads throughout the evening right here on KOMU-8 News, so stay tuned with us. But that's how things look right now. We'll keep you updated. I'm weathercaster Matt Beckwith in Storm Patrol 8.
And as you can see on the Missouri Department of Transportation's map, major roads are clear. That includes areas north, south, east, and west of Columbia, all directions. However, in Columbia, winter weather caused a few problems earlier today.
Columbia's transit system stopped running a few minutes ago because of the weather. Crews started treating designated Columbia snow routes about 12:30 this afternoon. That included bridges, curves, and intersections. So what are the road conditions like right now? KOMU-8's Edward Redler is live at Boone County Public Works with a look around. Edward?
Thanks, Jim. I am live outside the Boone County Public Works garage where crews have been coming in and out collecting salt so they can treat the roads. It's really cold outside, light precipitation coming down as we speak. I just talked to a spokesperson who said crews had to be out longer than they'd hoped for because of the sleet that Kenton had mentioned earlier. County crews are in the process of switching out crews, the night crew coming in to take over. They said that they are going to be working throughout the night. The biggest concern right now is the refreezing later on. That's why they will continue working. Reporting live in Boone County, Edward Redler, KOMU-8 News.
A different kind of storm is brewing at the state capitol. The St. Louis Circuit Attorney is investigating Governor Greitens for any crimes related to his affair.
This comes after a report from St. Louis TV station KMOV last night that Greitens had a sexual relationship with his former hairdresser in 2015. In that report, the woman's ex-husband alleged Greitens took pictures of her naked and threatened to post the image if she spoke about the affair. Today, the attorney for the woman's ex-husband says his client told him Greitens slapped his ex-wife during the affair. Although Greitens admitted to the affair, his attorney says the governor denies allegations of blackmail and violence, calling it, quote, completely false and a, quote, political hit job. KOMU-8's Justin Kolar is in the studio with the latest, including reaction from other lawmakers. Justin.
Yeah, that's right. I spent the morning on the Senate floor in Jefferson City, and tensions were very high. The session itself only lasted for about 45 minutes before being adjourned early because of the weather. The senators are divided over the political implications of Governor Eric Greitens' admitted affair and alleged blackmail. Lawmakers agree the claims against Greitens are troublesome. Where they differ is on how best to move forward. Republican Senator Doug Libla is leading the campaign, asking the Attorney General to take over the investigation. He says premature judgment on anyone's part is foolish.
We need to get to moving forward on the investigation and determine what the validity is of those allegations. You know, you need to have evidence, you need to prove the evidence before someone's guilty. And I know lots of times we like to jump to conclusions, and I'm not on either side.
Republican Senator Caleb Routon said, quote, the allegations leveled against Governor Greitens are absolutely appalling. I'm calling on Governor Greitens to be honest and forthcoming. If the allegations are proven to be true, he must seriously consider whether or not he has a mandate to lead. Meanwhile, Democratic Senator Jamila Nasheed is calling for the governor to step down. She tweeted, quote, I'm calling on Governor Greitens to resign immediately and give Missouri the opportunity to restore some dignity to the governor's office. Now, no timetable has been set on the investigation moving forward, but every senator I spoke with today told me they hope this situation resolves itself quickly so they can get back to work and start the year productively. In the studio, Justin Kolar, KOMU-8 News.
Meanwhile, the lawyer for the man who says Greitens had an affair with his now ex-wife says the FBI has contacted him several times about the affair. The attorney says he does not know if the FBI is conducting a criminal investigation, but the attorney says the agency has spoken to him about the affair as well as those blackmail allegations. Meanwhile, the top prosecutor in St. Louis says no one has filed a criminal complaint against Greitens.
In other news, last night we told you the mother of Anthony Warren's children, Passion Hambright, filed a wrongful death lawsuit. Tonight we have new details on the suit. In a statement from Waffle House, KOMU-8's Olivia Gerling spent the day gathering information, is here in the studio to tell us what she learned.
Jim and Emily, I spent the day in the Boone County Courthouse sifting through these documents. Now, what I've learned is that the information on the wrongful death lawsuit Passion Hambright filed yesterday against Waffle House and the man who shot and killed Anthony Warren is the suit makes these three claims, and that's shots were fired without being provoked or without being in self-defense, that the gun was fired in Warren's direction, that it was negligently shot directly at Warren, and that the gun went off without knowing where the gun was pointed. I also spoke with the Waffle House headquarters earlier today, and they sent me a statement over email that says our sympathy goes out to the family and friends of those involved at this very difficult time. We are investigating the matter and are fully cooperating with the local authorities in their efforts to determine the facts of what occurred. Now, I tried contacting both Hambright and her lawyer, but the law firm told me they both had no comment because it's an ongoing case. In the studio, Olivia Gerling, KOMU-8 News.
Walmart announced it's raising minimum wages today, but some employees and customers are upset. The company will explain.
Plus, thinking about a career change, coming up, what jobs rake in the most money.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU-8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
Whether the weather be far, or whether the weather be near, whether the weather be cloudy, or whether the weather be clear, we'll weather the weather whatever the weather. True False is almost here.
Winter mornings begin with KOMU-8 News Today, preparing you for your day with school closings, real-time traffic, and Storm Patrol 8 tracking road conditions live. Great days begin with KOMU-8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
Reel wants to send your family on a Disney Cruise Line vacation. Watch Reel all this week and enter the bonus puzzle solution at wheeloffortune.com for your chance to experience magic at sea as you set sail with Disney Cruise Line.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KOMU-8. Closed captioning of KOMU-8 News is brought to you by Service Master of Columbia.
Hy-Vee's heating things up with big savings for you. This Thursday through Sunday, get $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order when you swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. Don't have a Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card? Sign up in store and get the same great savings. $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order. Come in out of the cold for hot savings this Thursday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
The Show Me State Games celebrate 25 years of one of the most exciting basketball traditions, the MFA Oil Break Time Shootout.
Join us on Saturday, January 20th at Mizzou Arena for 6 matchups featuring top high school teams from the Show Me State. Get your tickets now at participating schools and break time locations.
Celebrate 25 years of the MFA Oil Break Time Shootout benefiting the Show Me State Games. For information, visit smsg.org.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back to KOMU News at 6 o'clock. A live look over the Columbia Regional Airport on our First Alert Weather Cam. Heading back in studio, you probably noticed it's a little colder right now than it was earlier today. Well, we look at the 24-hour temperature difference, but this could really be about a 12-hour temperature difference. 37 degrees colder in Columbia. 42 degrees colder in Kansas City. The front has now moved through St. Louis at this point. An hour ago, it was just moving through St. Louis, so it's moving pretty quickly. It's now 29 in St. Louis, but a couple hours ago it was in the 60s. 13 in Kansas City and 11 up in Des Moines. So definitely cold, and that cold air is going to be a stronghold. It's holding throughout the entire weekend. Check out this temperature cast. So as we head towards tomorrow morning, as you saw, we're going to be right around 10 degrees. Then we're going to only warm up into the 20s for the afternoon. But what about the wind chill? Well, we're going to cool down to feeling like negatives tomorrow morning. We're feeling sub-zero as you head out the door, as cold as -10 for the wind chill in Moberly and Macon, -2 down for Osage Beach. Then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, only feeling like teens and single digits, even though the actual temperatures will be in the 20s. So very cold. Get ready for that, and that's continuing through the weekend in mid-Missouri. Satellite and radar. The forecast panned out very well from what we were talking about yesterday. Hopefully you were tuning in with us. If so, you were in the know for sure, because now we're just left with some flurries, some light sleet throughout the area. Now, this is still making the roads a bit wet, which isn't good, because those wet, untreated roads is really what we're worried about, refreezing with some black ice tonight, and then, of course, for the morning commute as well. But as we heard from a report from Edward earlier, luckily road crews are still out there tonight, making sure that they're treating that and treating black ice. Now, if we head to our day tomorrow, here's 7 a.m., we're looking at a lot of sunshine. It's cold, but it will be sunny, less wind. That's good news. All this moisture moving off to the east. It's going to be a big issue for those folks as well. Then as we head into Saturday, some cloud cover slowly starting to move back in here. This is Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon we'll see a bit more sunshine. On Sunday, check out this other system that's moving in from the Plain States. You can see it's forming over the Dakotas, Nebraska. A little bit of snow there, 7 a.m. over Nebraska. It's moving for us as we head closer into the afternoon. By the time it's all said and done, possibly as late as Monday morning, some flurries possible still Monday morning. Could see about ½ inch to an inch of total snowfall accumulation. That's at this point, though. It's days out, so stay tuned with us, and we'll keep you updated on that. Overnight tonight, though, a low temperature around 10, feeling like negatives. That's because those gusts still up to 30 miles per hour throughout the night, but they will calm down. Only expecting north winds 7 to 15 miles an hour throughout the day tomorrow. A high temperature of 24 there, mostly sunny, feeling like teens and single digits, though, all day. Remember that. And it's cold through the weekend. 22 on Saturday, 25 on Sunday with that light snow even some flurries on Monday morning there. And then check out Tuesday. That's the coldest day. We're at 16 only for the high temperature, a low of 0 in the morning. Of course, wind chills much colder than that. And there's a warm-up, though, on the way. By the end of next week, give it a week and a couple days, we'll be back in the 40s and possibly 50s by a week from Saturday. Here's a Weather IQ question for the day, sponsored by Break Time. True snow is what color? Is it white? Is it extremely light blue? Or is it colorless?
I think it's colorless.
Yeah, I feel like this is a trick question, so I'm going to say C.
You both got it. It's colorless. It is. So it looks like it's white because it's reflecting all the colors, right?
Really,
Black
it's clear.
will absorb all the colors, and white reflects everything. So it's very reflective, as you know. It's water. It's frozen water.
Kenton, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Looking for a new job? What was recently named the best gig in the U.S.
And a federal appeals court strikes a blow to hair braiding salons. That's after the break.
'18 is looking awesome. Baumgartner's store-wide New Year celebration is such a hit that we're keeping it going. Get our biggest discounts of the year on living rooms, dining rooms, mattresses, and our entire Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. Start your year with savings at Baumgartner's of Avaz.
Home isn't a building, it's a feeling. You feel it in the warmth of a hug. You hear it in a good old-fashioned belly laugh. You know it down deep. You're important to others. That's what makes a home. Then there's nothing in the world more valuable. Come home to the Terrace, where people love to live. And so would you.
The new year's here and we're getting ready.
Take advantage of amazing offers on new vehicles during the Start Something New sales event going on all month long.
Start your year off right, Capital Chrysler.
2018 is looking up. Baumgartner's store-wide New Year celebration is such a hit that we're keeping it going. Get our biggest discounts of the year on Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Stearns & Foster, plus our entire Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. Start your year with savings at Baumgartner's of Columbia.
The KOMU-8 iPhone and Android News app is brought to you by University Subaru. Download yours today.
NBC Thursday is a night of great comedy that critics can't get enough of.
There's so much I need to tell you. Pause, I love the braids, play.
It starts with a roller coaster of hilarity, Superstore, followed by a forking treasure, The Good Place. Then, one of TV's greatest comic creations, Will and Grace, is back in its groove and better than ever. And one of the best comedies of the year, Great News. All new comedy tonight on NBC.
This Saturday, Sunday, and Monday only. Triple the fun at Slumberland's 3-day sale. Get an extra $50 off your total purchase of $2.99 or more, including sale prices. Get up to 65% off. And that's not all. Pay no interest for 3 years. An extra $50 off your total purchase. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday only. The 3-day sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
Welcome back. Today, a federal appeals court ruled that African-style hair braiders in Missouri must be licensed like barbers and cosmetologists. Missouri law currently requires a training course of 1,000 hours for barbering and 1,500 hours for hairdressing with a written exam for both. The hair braiders who challenged the law argued that what they do is different and the training courses and exam do not cover the techniques they employ. Walmart announced today it's closing dozens of Sam's Club locations across the U.S. KOMU-8 News spoke to representatives at both the Columbia and Jefferson City locations. They say, to their knowledge, neither location is on the chopping block. Stores in New York, New Jersey, Alaska, and Arizona were not so lucky. The news comes just hours after the retailer announced it is raising employee wages at Walmart stores in the next month.
Ford issued a new recall of nearly 3,000 Ford Ranger pickup trucks after discovering they have faulty Takata airbags. The trucks are from the year 2006. The airbags can explode with too much force that sparked the largest auto recall in U.S. history. The company announced it will make repairs at homes or get tow trucks to haul the pickup trucks to dealerships. It turns out tech is at the top of the list when it comes to the best jobs in America. According to U.S. News and World Report, software developers have the best job in the country. The survey says they make a little more than $100,000 a year and are in high demand. The survey looks at data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, salaries, unemployment rates, and stress. Dentists, physician assistants, nurse practitioners, and orthodontists round out the top 5. A new starter sparked Mizzou basketball's comeback win last night.
Find out why this victory may mean more to coaches and players than others.
Airlines' new direct service from Columbia to Chicago and Denver, opening up a world of possibility for Mid-Missouri's business community. Grove Construction is proud to be part of United's growth with the completion of its new ticket counter and waiting room at Columbia Regional Airport. Congratulations to United Airlines from Grove Construction. On time, on budget, building Mid-Missouri's future.
Hey, buddy, give me some help?
No, I'm good. Come on, Mom. I have to go.
We always trusted our Subaru Impreza would be there for him someday. We just didn't think someday would come so fast. See you later, Mom.
Introducing the Subaru Impreza, the longest-lasting vehicle in its class. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
University Subaru, your locally owned dealer.
Tonight's primetime lineup on KOMU-8 and Mid-Missouri CW is brought to you by your Heart of Missouri Chevy dealers. Find new roads.
A new year calls for a fresh new look for your home during the final days of the New Year sale at Furniture Row. Find sale prices throughout the store, including all home entertainment on sale and all kids' beds on sale. Plus, you can bring home more of the looks you love with up to 3 years no-interest financing. Start the new year off with style and save. The New Year's sale at Furniture Row, home of Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer. Hurry, sale ends soon.
So at what age should you start planning for your future? Well, the age you are now.
You're never too young to plan and never too old to dream. Whether you're just starting out or beginning your next chapter, we're there to guide you through it all. We may not be the biggest bank out there, but nothing makes us smile bigger than helping our customers achieve success, whatever that means to them. First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
The BMW Road Home Sales Event going on now at BMW of Columbia. That's right, we're pulling out all the stops to give you exceptional deals on the ultimate driving machine. Save up to $8,500 on new 2017 BMW vehicles. That's right, new coupes, convertibles, even SAVs with savings up to $8,500. We want your business at BMW of Columbia. 1900 I-70 Drive Southwest for the ultimate buying experience. 24/7 ColumbiaBMW.com.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU-8 Sports.
Hello, everyone. What a difference 24 hours makes for Mizzou basketball. Heading into last night's matchup with Georgia, the topic of conversation was still the Tigers' loss to Florida Saturday. Today, the headlines are focused on the team's impressive performance in the second half against the Bulldogs. The Tigers' 1-2 punch in the front court of Jonte Porter and Jeremiah Tillman shut down Georgia star Yante Maton, limiting him to just 9 points and 2 rebounds. Offensively, Mizzou shook off a sluggish start and opened the second half on a 13-2 run en route to the 12-point win.
Once we settled in late in the first half, and then in the second half, just really set a tone for us, made some adjustments. One of those tough games, you're coming off a tough game, and unfortunately with league play, you don't have a lot of time to turn around. You got to get rolling. So I was happy to see our guys bounce back the way we did.
I think we took a few bumps in the road in the first half. I think we were still a little hungover from that Florida game, but I think we made great strides offensively and defensively.
Mizzou Wrestling moved up its latest home match to this afternoon due to the weather. The Tigers defeated Buffalo 37-6. The Tigers won their 4th conference matchup, improving their start to the season to 13-0. It's not a short wait for Mizzou's next opponent, as they will take on Eastern Michigan on Saturday. A pair of games scheduled for tonight have been postponed due to the weather. Former Mizzou basketball coach Kim Anderson's Pittsburgh State team was scheduled to play Lincoln, while Blair Oaks and Tolton were set to match up in girls basketball. That's all for sports.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with an 11% rebate on everything. Save over $220 on this Dakota walk-in closet system. Save over $230 on these Clearview kitchen cabinets. Save over $700 on this 2-car garage. Or go really big and save over $11,000 on this Cavallari home. There's no limit to how much you can save now during the 11% rebate sale at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Who will win? Joe Machens Hyundai versus a Hawaiian vacation. Hawaii has blue oceans. Hyundai has electric blue paint jobs. Average Hawaiian vacation lasts 7 days. Hyundai has America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. And with a new Sonata at the legendary low prices of just $169 a month for 36 months, the winner is clear. Better cars, better warranty, better at Joe Machens Hyundai. 1300 Vandiver and JoeMachensHyundai.com.
Great days begin with KOMU 8 News Today.
Good morning, Mid-Missouri.
Thanks for waking up with KOMU 8 News Today.
Getting you out the door informed and prepared.
Here's what's making headlines.
With live updates from around the world at the Right Now desk.
I've got brand new video to
and
show
first alert weather and traffic to help you plan.
We continue to track these storms hour by hour. If you can just avoid this area, it's smooth sailing the rest of the way.
Great days begin with great mornings. KOMU 8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? Look no further. We now have 3 locations to serve you. The all-new BMW of Columbia, Mercedes-Benz of Columbia, or the pre-owned of Columbia. For the best selection, quality vehicles, lowest prices. Save thousands. Whether it's Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Toyota, Nissan, VW, trucks, or SUVs, we have them and more. Our inventory is larger than ever and changes daily. Experience the difference at ColumbiaBMW.com, ColumbiaMercedes-Benz.com, and DrewingAuto.com.
Hy-Vee's heating things up with big savings for you. This Thursday through Sunday, get $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order when you swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. Don't have a Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card? Sign up in store and get the same great savings. $10 off a $100 order or $20 off a $200 order. Come in out of the cold for hot savings this Thursday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Who will win? Joe Machens Hyundai versus a Hawaiian vacation. Hawaii has blue oceans. Hyundai has electric blue paint jobs. Average Hawaiian vacation lasts 7 days. Hyundai has America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. And with a new Sonata at the legendary low prices of just $169 a month for 36 months, the winner is clear. Better cars, better warranty, better at Joe Machens Hyundai. 1300 Vandiver and JoeMachensHyundai.com.
True Falls Film Fest returns to downtown Columbia March 1st through 4th. A celebration of nonfiction films, music, and art. Passes on sale at truefalls.org.
We continue to track icy weather here in mid-Missouri.
Let's check back in with Matt to talk about how road conditions are right now. Hey, Matt.
And the roads right now are mostly wet, but we're actually seeing some sleet-covered roadways in some spots. We're actually turning onto Rogers Street right now in Columbia, Missouri, and you can see where we are starting to see some sleet covering the roadway here. That's where we're seeing things a little slick right now, but those wet roadways will likely start to freeze over the next several hours. So we're going to continue to watch it throughout the evening. For now, though, I'm weathercaster Matt Beckwith in Storm Patrol 8.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. And if we look at a live off the rate first alert radar, you can see this kind of flurry action coming through mid-Missouri still at this point. And again, we're waiting for that sleet and flurries. They're making the road a bit wet. The ground temperatures are going below freezing. Right now, Columbia's temperatures are still around 34. So give it another hour or maybe 2, and it's really going to start to create some of those bad conditions out there, creating black ice out on the roads, which could affect the morning commute. Then 10 degrees at sunrise, 24 tomorrow afternoon, but feeling feeling like negatives and single digits for most of our day. And then 22 on Saturday, 25 on Sunday. More snow possible Sunday. Could see half an inch to an inch of total snowfall accumulation. I also want to mention at 10 o'clock, that will again be back out on the roads. And by then, with that black ice out there, we should have a better idea of what the morning commute will look like. So if you want to know what it looks like possibly tomorrow morning, tune in at 10.
Okay.
Kenton, thank you very much. That is our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock.
On air, online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the News app, and the Weather app. KOMU 8 News. Coverage you can count on.